We're doing something weird right now. We're trying to get those clips, like short clips and reel clips and all those kind of things, those little clips. You'll see them all over the internet. We're trying AI thing instead of trying to do it ourselves because it's so time consuming and we just couldn't do it. Maybe in the summertime we could do it.
Maybe.
Not the rest of the year.
But we need to work smarter, not harder. So we're taking a program online and we're dumping our long form clip in there and we're trying to see if it could use AI to pull out some of those short viral
10, 20 clips.
Right. That way we could post YouTube shorts and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So do you guys, anybody using this stuff? Who are we trying?
What is it? Opus clips.
We're trying Opus. We're trying Canva. We're trying, what was that one that started with a P?
Oh man, I have it right here. Hang
on. And there was like 4 of them.
Yep.
And we're trying Opus. Is that the one?
Opus is running right now. And we were looking at Pictory.
Pictory.
Yeah.
Opus, Canva, and there was one other one, but I forget what it was.
I forget.
But this one's got you can try a free thing for a week or whatever, and it'll do. And so it's working right now for one of our podcast videos, and it's going to yank out some moments.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the limit because they give you these limits. We're just using 50 credits right here or something like that, aren't we? Because it takes the minutes, however long your video is. Oh, that's 36, I think.
Okay.
So it's going to use 36 credits because it's 36 minutes long. And they only give you X amount of credits per month or whatever.
So this is a free trial.
This is a free trial. I think it gave us 150 free credits. But
yeah, so we're going to try it and see what, so we should have some information on that in a couple of weeks. So you're not going to be around next weekend because you've got.
That's right. I got a family day.
Family fun day.
Family fun day. I'm going to drive.
Forget the fun part.
That's right. That's right. It's family fun day. We're going to drive up to the school, see our daughter at college.
College stuff, yeah.
And go to a football game, and that should be fun.
So what do? They have the band out there, and they have all the parents, and they have like a special thing?
Sort of, maybe, kind of, not really. We've gone every year so far, and there's not really a big to-do for families. It's just.
Is there a spread for food and stuff, or no?
On your way to the stadium, they'll have a station for free hot dogs, free popcorn.
Yeah.
So we'll grab a popcorn and walk over to the stadium, and then we'll walk through the tail.
Don't forget your free hot dog too.
That's right. Oh, my daughter goes crazy for those. She calls them glizzies. These kids call them glizzies.
That's what hot dogs are called nowadays?
It's called a glizzy.
Kids. So you're not going to be able to be with me next Saturday. We do all of our stuff on Saturdays.
That's right. Well,
because we're working guys. So yeah, well, they're a working guy. I'm not really working that. So we got to figure all that stuff out, Eric.
Yeah. Maybe one day after work this week or something, if I'm not too exhausted, swing by. We could record an episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of come right by where I live on your way to where you live.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. What do you do? 75 all the way down to Gibraltar Road?
75 all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get right off our west and you're right there.
Yeah. Oh, God, that exit's horrible. That West Road exit.
Is it bad now? Are they working on it?
No, it's just always busy.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
And the way that you merge there is a nightmare.
I know.
I mean, it's an accident waiting to happen.
I always avoid that exit. Always.
So, welcome everybody. Welcome to GoManDo Podcast.
Hey there.
Hey, Mike, Eric.
Good to be back.
It's good to be back, and I got a whole list of stuff that I want to talk to you about.
All right.
You may have noticed I have some underwear.
Dude, I'm talking to you, and you probably noticed my eyes keep going. It's like, why does Mike have underwear on the table?
I've got underwear. I don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody, okay? But I have such underwear issues. It's not even funny. Before I talk about my underwear problem.
Yeah.
And I've always been a tighty-whitey guy, okay?
Okay.
But now you're seeing more of these kind of underwears.
The boxer brief.
The boxer briefs everywhere. And 5-10 years ago, you never saw this shit.
No.
And so I was always a tighty-whitey guy. Now I'm transitioning, right? Oh, my God. Before talking about my underwear, my mom has, I bought her 24 pair of underwear in the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
But I bought the first one was buy a pack, get the second pack half price.
Oh, nice.
So I bought her, but they were turned out to be those real nylon, thin nylon. She doesn't like them.
Yeah.
She said, I want cotton ones. So I bought her, and I got the set of the cotton. I got 2 things of cotton, 6 in each thing. So there's another 12. I got her the cotton ones, and she likes those. But my mom is 93 years old, okay? Dude, she goes through underwear. Like, I mean, she leaks everything.
Yeah.
Leaking like crazy. She goes through underwear. She must have literally 40 pair of underwear in her drawer.
Wow.
In her dresser. She'll go through that. She'll run out the day before laundry day.
No, jeez.
She'll go, where's my underwear? I need underwear. I ran under. And I'm like, Mom, for crying out loud, how many underwear? She said, well, I was over here and I was,
7 pair a day.
Seriously. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That happens.
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen to you guys when you get older. So buy some underwear before you get too damn old. All right?
No, I got to tell you, I hate buying underwear. I hate buying socks. I hate buying undershirts. And at the start of every school year, summer's ending, I was like, all right, time to get the new stuff. I just hate it. To me, it's expensive and it's just not fun to buy.
Undershirts? What do you mean by undershirts?
Like t-shirts. Like when I wear my dress button downs, I like having a white, t-shirt or
a white beard type one?
No, like either a V-neck or a crew.
Okay.
Just another layer under my button down.
I've never been an undershirt kind of.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, with these, I don't wear an undershirt because it's short sleeve.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was doing a long sleeve button down, I'd have an undershirt on it.
So you buy new ones and then...
I buy new ones and I just don't like it. It's like $20-some for a pack and it's
crazy expensive.
I know. Yeah. I know. I hate buying that stuff, but it's a necessary.
You buy at the store or do you buy online?
Buy it at the store.
Yeah.
I'll just run up to, Target or something.
Major Target.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's my mom.
Yeah.
She's crazy with this underwear thing. It's funny. I mean, we laugh about it all the time. She's nuts with the underwear, and then she'll have all this underwear and she'll put it somewhere, and then I'll find it in this weird spot. No, I don't have any underwear. I'm like, hey, Mom, look, wait, there. Oh, where'd you find it?
It's a secret stash.
So tighty-whitey for years and years, right? So now here's the new kind of underwear everybody has.
Yeah, those boxer brief stuff.
Boxer briefs.
Yep.
But I don't want these kind of ones. I want the kind that don't have a fly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nobody uses a fly.
No.
Nobody.
Nope.
So then they got these kind of ones.
Yeah. And I'm not crazy about that style either because they're too short.
Yeah, these are too short. And so I don't know if I'm buying wrong or what I'm doing wrong. And these son of a guns are expensive.
Are they?
Oh, yeah. These ones were. These ones were kind of, but not that bad, but these ones were.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any brands or ideas for me, let me know because I want something more like this without the fly.
Yeah.
No fly. I don't need that.
Yeah. And that material, see, I prefer like that material over that material.
I like this material too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like nylon-y.
Yeah. 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 When I play tennis, I need something like that. I just like the supportive, more athletic style underwear for that kind of stuff. If I'm working out or playing tennis.
I don't know, Eric. Life should be easy.
Yeah.
Right?
It should be. People make it too difficult.
Isn't it? I mean, there are 10 billion, billion choices in underwear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem, right?
That's the problem.
It's good to have that free market where everybody could whatever, but man.
It's too much.
It makes...
It's like walking down the cereal aisle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
When you're presented with too many choices, it's paralysis by analysis because there you're looking at everything.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
So anyway, help me out if you can. It would be wonderful.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'd be interested.
I obviously need it. So, Eric, can you do... Okay. This is going to be who we were talking about? We have the thing that shows up on the little...
Yeah, we got the little pop-up on the bottom.
Pop-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lower's going to be a pop-up.
Lower third. All right.
This is going to be a pop-up for you.
All right.
We have shirts and hats at our website, GoManDo.com.
Yeah.
And they're really, really nice. And they got different sayings on them. They got different stock. They got, the compass rose with the GoManDo.
There you go.
and then a bunch of different ones, and I have a new one.
Got a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want you to design it, and we're going to add it to the collection.
Cool.
The one I want to add, because I say it all the time, just like all those other ones. I say like geese and all that other crap that I say all the time.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
And I want a guy back in the day where he's kind of sitting there with this look on his face, remembering how great things were back in the day. That's what I want back in the day.
All right.
And when we do the back in the day on our video, we can throw in a little link to our store.
Totally. Yeah.
Perfect. You can handle that, yes?
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, folks. I'm not using my new tea thing today because I already had tea today, Eric, so I didn't want to make another whole big thing of it.
All right. This is your second cup of tea?
This is my second cup of tea. I had a quick one because I got up early today.
Yeah.
Dude, I was up at 5:30 today.
Today's Saturday. What are you doing up at 5:30? Well, you're an early bird anyway.
I am an early bird, but I had to do some work stuff from work. I had to do the dishes. I had to run to the store. I had to go to the bank, to the ATM. I had to go to the grocery store to get some groceries for tomorrow's thing that I'm making. And I had to stop at 7-Eleven and get the paper for my mom.
Just so you folks know, we record this at 9 a.m. What time is it right now? It is 9:33, and you did all that stuff on a Saturday morning.
I did all that stuff before, and then I had to get home and take care of some stuff and water all the plants and stuff. So yeah, I did all that before 8:30.
Dang.
So it was fun.
That's a productive day.
That's a productive day already.
Yeah.
What else? What do you got?
I got to tell you, on the way here, man.
This morning?
Yeah, on the way here this morning.
There's no traffic.
I was so upset. So there was traffic. You know where I live.
Yeah.
You know, very wildlife in the area.
Yeah.
There's a parade of geese crossing the street. All right. So I'm waiting, right? Because, I mean, it's waterfowl, Canadian geese, federally protected, migratory birds. You can't do anything. You just have to wait.
Yeah.
And they're crossing. I got a traffic jam behind me.
That's part of life when you live where I live, because I lived in the same town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This dude, big old truck behind me with a trailer. He must have got tired of waiting. I see him scooch over. He sees everything happening, floors it, wails on his horn, goes through.
What happened to the geese?
I mean, they scattered. He didn't hit any, but
yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
there's nothing but idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that just ticked me off. And
always in a pickup truck, too. Have you ever noticed this?
Always in a pickup truck.
Always in a pickup truck.
Dude, I'm in the minority because I have a hybrid. You know, I got a, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Sport utility. It's not a pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in the minorities.
Yeah.
Especially where I live.
Yeah.
Everybody drives a friggin' pickup truck. Dude.
So that upset you pretty bad.
That upset me. Yeah. Like.
That would upset me, too.
So friggin' entitled.
Was there other people right there that saw him?
Yes.
Like, traffic will stop both ways, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this idiot pulling a trailer too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, people are stupid. And then yesterday we're driving through the city and we're stuck in traffic. We're on like 75 coming up to like the Gratiot exits, or 94 in Gratiot, and just traffic stopped. Idiots on the shoulder, just flying down the shoulder. Like, where are you going? It's the Wild West. I say it all the time. It's the Wild West.
That is, and that's an especially bad area right through there.
Yeah. Yep. So, I don't know. That really upset me, though. That guy just flying through the geese like that.
I totally get it. That would have upset me, too.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see him again.
Yeah.
And you can ask him, hey,
what's your problem? What's the deal?
But yeah, and you know something? Those geese, they're all over that area down there. And you see that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he's from out of town. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just an entitled guy in a pickup truck.
Eric, what'd you call that when you put that in there? A pop-up, right?
Lower third. Yeah, it pops up, but the technical name is a lower third.
That's the technical name?
That's the technical name because it appears on the lower third of your screen.
I like that.
Yeah.
They could have come up with a better name than lower third.
Lower third.
You know?
Yeah.
All these tech guys, all this computer stuff.
Right?
Lower third.
Lower third. Because, well,
it's something I would have come up with.
You split your screen into thirds. It's called the rule of thirds in filmmaking.
Okay.
Composition.
Oh.
You get that little tic-tac-toe board on your screen.
Yeah.
That creates your thirds, and you're supposed to present things on certain lines and everything.
I saw an interesting thing that popped up on my feed one day a couple of years ago, and they were talking about your phone and how you can set the grid on it and how to use that grid for composition and this kind of stuff. Yes. And it was super interesting too. It said, don't put it right in the middle, put it, So there was all kinds of little, and they gave 4 or 5 little hints that really worked well. And I use them to this day.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's called the rule of thirds. You're following the rule. And we're kind of playing with that here, except we have us centered because we're talking heads. So we're centering ourselves.
Speaking of all this stuff, congratulations. I love the new like and subscribe.
Oh, thank you.
You redid it.
Yes.
It's freaking awesome.
Thank you so much.
It's awesome. The little guy moves, he goes and he moves to the next. He went all the way down.
Yep. And it clicks. You hear the click.
Dude, it was wonderful.
I
saw the thing, man. I went back and looked at it again. It was great.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Good job by me.
See?
That's one of our sayings.
That's one of our sayings. One of our shirts, one of our hats that we got. Good job by me. So I saw that thing. I was like, I got to talk to Eric about that.
Oh, cool.
Too good.
Good.
Love the new like and subscribe thing. And then it's got the bell at the end.
Yep. Awesome. And the editing, hopefully you like that. Little better. Not as many cuts.
I'm going to have to send some pictures. Eric, I want to send some pictures to you. A couple of pictures that I hope you can insert into our little video we're making here today, our podcast, about winter cover.
Yeah. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Well, winter cover, I never knew anything about winter cover, and I learned it from the Amish guys at work. You till up your garden at the end of your garden growing season.
Yeah.
You clean everything out, you till it up, you spread it out, and you put winter cover, which are seeds, little radishes and little tiny blooms that will grow, and they'll start to pop up and grow.
Yeah.
John sent me a picture of John at work. He sent me a picture of his garden. Dude, he's got, the whole thing is covered with little tiny plants.
Just about that tall.
Only about that big.
Huh.
And so they stay there all winter, and then they get ground into the garden in the springtime.
Yeah.
And it helps, and it helps the health of your garden.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got pictures of the stuff that we use and what I did outside on my garden.
Yeah.
And maybe we can throw them into this thing.
Yeah, let's
do it and see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's called winter cover.
It's called winter cover.
Winter cover.
That's what they always talk about, winter cover.
Dude.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Let's see if it works.
Now, I did it last year too.
Did it grow?
Yes, it did.
Yeah?
Yep. But last year I put it in late.
Okay.
And it was really starting to get cold when I put it in, but it still came up and grew,
Yeah.
It was splotchy though.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like John, you look at his, man. It's covered like the whole thing. It's really neat looking. But this year, for some reason, we're having some crazy ass weather. It is beautiful and warm and sunny every day, but it's not raining.
It's dry.
Super dry.
Yeah.
We're drought conditions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this year, and I'm watering it. So, but it's going to go better
Yeah.
this year than it did last year. So I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
And another thing I did wrong on my garden this year, and I don't know why I did it. I think I just totally forgot to do it. I didn't. That's another thing I want to talk to you about. I was forgetting. I didn't put down. I got this stuff that it's for gardens, and it's like straw or like hay or straw, and it's made just for gardens. And you can work it into your soil, and it helps.
Okay.
It helps your soil, conditions your soil.
Yeah.
I forgot to put that down, and I got a shitload of weeds this year because I didn't put that down.
Huh.
I will not forget to put that down next year.
Yeah.
After seeing what happened to my garden, you saw all the weeds.
I saw all the weeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but that was another thing I did wrong that I will correct next year. And another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to change everything where I grow stuff. I'm going to do a sunflower field in the back for my mom. Because we did the corn, but the squirrels destroyed it.
Yeah. So we do sunflowers where the corn was?
I'm going to do sunflowers where the corn was. And I might do that whole thing with sunflowers.
Oh, wow.
Because I got 2 areas that are like 2 8-foot areas.
Yeah.
6 by 8 areas. I might do those whole area. And I'm going to move everything up to the side over here where the sun's great and right by the deck in that area where I put all those flowers.
Yeah.
And that's a great spot for the tomatoes.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So I might change everything up next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And aren't you supposed to change things up?
I think so.
Like,
not because of the soil. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The same plant and the same thing year after year.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I mixed it up a little bit this year, but next year I'm going to mix it up even more.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Every year I plant a garden, and every year, I don't know, just
It doesn't go.
not like yours.
No.
No.
Don't let me forget. Before you go home today, when we're ready to call it a day, I got fresh tomatoes for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Unless you have tomatoes in your garden.
No, I grew the Romas.
Yeah.
And I think it's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got beautiful
big ones.
Beautiful ones out there that are ready to be picked right now. So that'll be good. And I have so many that, like, I give them to the next door neighbors. They love them.
Do that?
I give them the next door neighbor, and I give them the hot peppers.
Yeah.
And they use those all the time. Thank you so much for their sending me texts, pictures, and all kinds of stuff. So, but I got too much.
Yeah.
So I'll give some to you too.
Cool. Thanks.
You and Leslie can go crazy with them.
Awesome.
Okay. Since we're sitting here talking about, I got a note here, Eric. You know what it says? It says 1,000 years old.
Okay. You're not 1,000.
I'm 1,000 years old.
1,000 years old.
Because my memory, dude, it's getting bad. Like, I'm walking into, if I don't write something down, like the other day, I don't know, I just had a couple things popping in my head. Yeah. And I thought to myself, these would be perfect for the podcast or perfect for something or a post or whatever. And I didn't write them down. And I said, I'll remember. I'll go down and I'll remember next time I go.
Yeah.
And I forgot. Completely forgot. And this happens to me all the time. So does this happen to you all the time?
Not yet. Not as much. No.
It's been noticeable the last couple of years.
Yeah. And do you do like brain exercises and stuff? Do you do crosswords, word searches, that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
You work it out?
Yeah.
And you're still working, so you're still thinking all the time.
Still on the computer. I'm still reading. I mean, I'm still doing all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep doing that stuff. I don't know if there's any supplements you could take. I have a hard time, like everybody knows I'm a teacher. I have a hard time remembering names, especially now that I'm into like my later years in my career. I'm a veteran teacher. It's harder and harder every year to learn everybody's name.
Do you repeat it as soon as you meet somebody?
No.
Wait.
I'm horrible with the names.
Okay, I saw this years ago, and I remember from years ago. They said the way to remember names is when you're introducing somebody, repeat that name out loud.
Yeah.
Right back to the person, and then try to use it again in that same conversation.
Yeah, like you're like, hey, I'm Mike. And I'm like, hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Exactly. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
And then you're going, so say the name a couple of times.
Yeah.
Right off the get-go.
It's easy one-on-one, but when you get 35 in front of you every hour, different 35, man. Yeah. I got 120 some names I got to memorize. Yeah. That's real fist tough. Yeah. Yeah, especially with all the stress. And that too. Like stress, and you don't seem like a very stressed guy, but like stress can affect memory. Like if you feel particularly stressed.
The silent killer.
It is.
Stress can kill you.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I left the company that I was with for so long. Mm-hmm. That grew so big.
Yeah.
When I started with that company, we had 4 plants in Michigan. Mm. And then that company started buying plants all across the country.
Yeah.
From coast to coast, dude.
Dang.
And it got huge. And now they're the biggest in the country.
Yeah.
And it got so many layers of management, and you had to copy so many people in to get a simple answer on something. It became a nightmare. It was so stressful. I said, I can do something better there.
That's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I landed on my feet. And so it was I left and I landed on my feet. That was a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stress.
Yeah.
Especially when you get older, right? Stress it can really affect you.
Right. Yeah. And I to this day, I still do my crossword puzzles, word searches and everything. I go on the New York Times website. They got a lot of games.
Yeah.
They got the mini crossword. They got that Wordle. They got a couple other word games and number games. Try to do it every day. Just keep my brain sharp.
Yeah. Good for you. I look at the ones because I buy the paper for my mom every day.
Oh, yeah. So they got some stuff in there.
They got the LA Times. They got the Boston, whatever the Boston paper is called. And then they got the Newsweek one. Or Newsday it's called or something. They got another one, the daily crossword or whatever. Then they got that Janik International Word Find, where you got to find the words.
Yep.
And they go backwards and at an angle and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then they got the Wordle and all that other crap.
That's good, yeah. Supposed to be good for you. Supposed to keep exercising your brain. So,
yeah.
Yeah. But I know what you mean, man. Just forgetting stuff.
Dude, I'm crossing stuff off right now.
Man.
Winter cover. Goodbye. 1,000 years old. Goodbye. Look, I made a thing here. Download book. Oh. I got a long trip coming up where I'm going to be sitting in a plane for many, many hours.
Yeah.
Is it possible to download a book from, because I got an Amazon account and all that,
Okay.
right? And Kindle, all that crap.
Yeah.
We got all that,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. So you got a Kindle?
Yeah, because we
I mean, do you have the device? You have the Kindle device?
no, but I have a phone. Can't we put it on the phone?
Probably. I know I use Libby. Libby's free. Libby is borrowing books from your library. So you could download a textbook and read it on your phone through the Libby app, or you could download the audiobooks. I listen to their audiobooks all the time on my drive to work. Yeah.
Libby.
Libby. And then you just link your library card with that Libby app, and you go on there and you search for books. You check them out. You check them out for 21 days. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
And then you can look at it on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Read it while you're sitting in a plane.
Yep.
And it's downloaded, so you don't have to be connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm sure you could do it with Kindle too on Amazon. You could probably download it.
I know you can, and I know that we have that account.
Yeah.
We have all that stuff.
The
right?
Amazon
So,
account and everything.
yeah.
Up front.
So I got to know here, download book to phone/laptop.
Yeah.
So, because I'm going to have that stuff right under the seat in front of me. So
Yeah, perfect.
can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like a bonehead. I see these people, and they're looking at their laptop and they're doing this and they're working, and here I'm sitting there, with my phone, and there's nothing you can do with it because there's nothing downloaded on it.
Right. Yeah, I'm curious to see how you do with an ebook. Have you ever read from your phone before? Have you ever read a book on your phone?
No, is it a pain in the butt?
I can't do it, man.
You ever turn sideways and
Probably, but it's just different to me. I need to hold the book. I tried.
I'm probably gonna be like that too.
Yeah, I downloaded that. What am I reading right now? So I had to go to the library to get Just Mercy. I downloaded Just Mercy on my phone. I was laying, because we're nighttime readers too. You read before bed. I read before bed. I can't stare at my phone and read right before bed. So I got rid of that and I went to the library and borrowed the book. So I need that physical book. I don't like the glow. I like actually turning pages and see how much I have left.
If you look to your right, you'll see a couple books in that table.
Oh yeah.
What I've done, Eric, is I have just grabbed a book at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Just a random book.
Just to have something, huh?
Just to have something. Yeah. And that one with the yellow cover there, I read that when I went in March, wherever I went. I forget where I went. Yeah. And where I went in March, and I just read that, intermittently on the way there.
All right.
And I think I got one on the way back, and I just left it wherever I left it. Left it in my,
Left it for somebody else?
For somebody else.
Yeah.
What I do is I find out the series that I'm reading. I tried to order from the library, and I was ordering the books all the way through until I got to the last 4 or 5 ones. Mm-hmm. Because they had a deal with the publisher here in the States. Okay. Because this guy's from England. Yeah. And they're published in England. That fell through. So it wasn't available in the States. So I tried to order through the library and stuff. They couldn't get it. Really? Through their systems, their statewide system and their regular system. Huh. So what I've done is I'm ordering those from Amazon. Okay. So I can order from Amazon. And what I'm doing is I'm reading them, and then I'm just donating them to the library when I'm done. Oh, nice. That way the library will have it for somebody that wants to read. Yeah. And they'll take it, they'll put it in circulation? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And they're nice, they're regular, nice books. They're not beat up, and yeah. Oh, that's great. I thought that would be a good idea. Yeah. I forgot to take that yellow one. Mm-hmm. I can take that one there because I already finished that. Nice. Okay. Oh, I don't even know if we want to get into this. Oh, no. But just look at my phone, especially after that Charlie Kirk thing. Yeah. And then with the Jimmy Kimmel thing and all that, the social media. Social media is getting to the point, Eric, where I don't even want to look at that shit anymore. I don't. It's horrible. Yeah. I told you last time, like the news and stuff, can't watch that crap. Not that I'm trying to be ignorant. Like, I know what's going on in the world, but I just can't sit and watch the repeated negativity. Same with social media. It's horrible. Yeah. It's so polarized and so polarizing, and you can't say anything about anything anymore. No. So, no. Yeah, it's just crazy town. Crazy town. Yeah, so something happened to me on social media where I posted a pit. I don't even know if I should talk about this, but I think I should. I don't know. We can always cut it out, right? Yeah. All right. I've posted. Remember the thing where they had the pomp and circumstance over in England with Trump visiting the king and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So you never saw a pomp and circumstance like this. It was crazy. Did you see that table?
The banner?
No, the table.
No, I don't think I saw
the table where they're all sitting for their meal. That was 50 yards long.
Holy crap.
Did you see this?
No.
It was mind blowing.
Yeah.
So I did a post on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and it said something like, "Nobody does pomp and circumstance quite like the British. Did you see that table?" And then I pulled a picture of that table off the internet and I put it on there. So now I'm getting these comments from people all about how much they don't like Trump and Trump this, Trump that.
Mhm.
I never even mentioned the guy. Okay,
Right.
never mentioned anything about British pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
Just the pageantry of the British. That's all I was talking about. And I got all this, and I thought to myself, what in the world?
Yeah. Yeah, you weren't even intending that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was like because I'm sure it had like a million place settings and the glass and this
You should have seen. It was you could pull it up there right now and
super formal.
it was just over the top. It was crazy.
Man. It reminds me, I went to yesterday I took the day off of work for my birthday. I worked on my birthday, but yesterday I took the day off just to have a 3-day weekend. We went to the DIA, the Detroit Institute of Arts.
Yeah.
And they had
one of America's great museums.
Oh my gosh. I think it's rated the best in America. And it's free. It's free if you live in Wayne, Oakland, or Macomb County, which is amazing. So we go in there and they have that.
What do they do? Check your ID when you go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a Wayne County resident. They'll check your ID.
Okay.
Yeah. And they had that, you sit at this interactive digital table and it's the pomp and circumstance, like how they used to eat back in the day.
Okay.
And you sit there and it's this video of all the place settings and all the different courses. And that's what you just reminded me of. It's really neat.
Cool.
Like you're just sitting there and, I could sit here, you could sit there. And all of our place settings would be placed in front of us and it would explain like, this is what this is for. This is what this is for. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. It's a good museum.
That is, oh man, it's a great museum.
I'm a traveling guy, and when I travel, I like to visit museums at different places around the world. And one place that I visited that's nice and close to here that you should go with your wife if you guys are museum people.
Yeah.
The Toledo Museum of Art.
I've never been in there, but man, it looks cool. When you're driving through, sits up on that.
Fantastic. It's fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
And it's free. And you give a little donation if you want to give sure, I give like $5 or something.
Yeah.
To go in. And then they've got exhibits that are pay.
Okay.
They always have a wing where the exhibit's it's a pay thing.
Yeah.
And it changes over time, every month or whatever. But it's a fabulous museum. So check it out. And nice and close, and it's easy to get to. And
Yeah,
cool. There's a day trip for you.
There's a day trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Every year I take some students to Grand Rapids for this competition. It's a video, like a television production competition. And for the past few years, they had to go to the Grand Rapids Public Museum and film a promotional piece for the museum. So they get in a couple hours before it opens and they get to get all their B-roll, and then it opens to the public, and then they could go through and get video of the public interacting with the museum. It's pretty cool though. The kids really enjoy it.
Nice museum.
It's a nice museum. Yeah. A lot of family friendly, a lot of kids stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's a cool place, and it's cool to have that access, and it's a great experience for the kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric. You old dog face. I got one last thing I want to talk about. When I was at the doctor, last time I was at the doctor, my doctor told me I'm going to retire.
Oh.
He said, so by the end of the year, I'm going to be retired, and there's going to be somebody, either a new person here. I'm just, giving you a heads up. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I get this letter in the mail. And years and years ago, I used to go to a place down at the corner. I'll tell you about it after we're off the air, but it was the worst place ever.
Oh.
Horrible. You did nothing but wait there. I finally got so fed up with the place. I said, guys, I've had enough of you. I'm done. I'm out of here. And then, so now I get this letter from here. We were writing to inform you of an important change. We were transitioning our medical practices to...
Don't tell me it's the same one.
Same place.
Oh, man.
From years ago. That was so horrible.
Yeah.
That has the worst reviews online. So, what I decided to do, there's a doctor's office right over here. My mom, her doctor's in there. He just redid the whole building.
Oh.
And redid all the offices. It's beautiful in there now. And it used to be, old and been there forever.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I used to go there. A child there. Okay. You're talking how many years ago?
10 years ago.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And so, and then they've been through several different doctors. The doctor that we all had when we were growing up, and then a doctor, a female doctor was in there that my mom loved. That she went to her for years and years and years. And now there's a man doctor in there, and I've met him because I take my mom all the time.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do?
Go over there.
I'm gonna go over there.
Good.
And I even asked him. I said, "Are you guys taking?" Yeah. She said, "No problem." And they've got what's it called? The practitioner nurse. They got one of those there.
Yeah.
That I like.
Good.
And so I'm gonna. And they do their own. They've got a dermatology thing online on in house.
Huh.
But I got my own dermatologist who I love.
Yeah.
But they're doing. They do their own.
They have a lab in there?
Lab stuff there. Yep.
Good.
They do their own lab. I got to tell you a story about that place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this off and I'm going to go over there.
Yeah. Good.
When I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to that place when the old guy was in there from years and years and years ago. And I just didn't feel good. And so I went to the doctor. I forget what it was. It was one of those deals you turn your head and cough kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
I was literally in there for a minute, 90 seconds. Seriously, okay?
Yeah.
And so on the way out, I didn't have insurance, so I was just I was a high school kid, I think. And so on the way out, and the guy said, "Okay, that'll be $90." And I said, "I'm not paying you $90." And this was my parents' doctor at the time, okay?
Yeah.
And I said, "I'm not paying you $90." I said, no, I'm not paying $90 for that. He said, "Well," I said, "I'll give you $30." He said, "Okay." What? I was a kid in high school. I said, "I'll give you $30." And we said, "Okay." So I came home, I told my parents about this story. My dad was so pissed off at me, for my doctor, you went in there and did that. He was going ranting and raving about that shit. Man, I laughed my ass off so much. That was hilarious.
Dude, you're a natural negotiator back then.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, that's fitting.
I love it. New doctor? Here.
Man.
Here, I wrote a note here. New doctor, hate the new place, going to mom's doctor.
Nice.
Check mark.
Man. Hey, remember last time we were talking about doctors and I said I like to get ahead of things and I want my doctor to do all this blood work and this and that, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I said my wife went to this special doctor, this functional medicine doctor, and had like 14 tubes or whatever. Her birthday gift to me, she made me an appointment.
Oh, nice.
I'm going early October.
Right on.
Yep. So not covered by insurance or anything, but that's
how much?
They're going to, I think for the first visit, it's only $350.
Dude.
Yeah. And it's like all the blood mock out there.
$350?
Yeah.
Is that a lot?
I don't think so. For everything that they're going to be doing. Yep. And she made an appointment like the week after me for her annual follow-up where they're going to do it. So I'm looking forward to that.
Where's this place at? Is it local?
Yeah, it's one of the big systems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the big systems downtown.
Okay, downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, yeah, this one.
The scary place downtown?
Well, yeah, but not that office. I think it's out in like Royal Oak or Enfield or something.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it because that's where they're going to, just preventative. That's all it is. That's their branch, preventative health.
Yeah.
They're going to do all the blood mock-up. They're going to do all the tests.
Yeah.
They're going to check out like supplements and stuff like that. And they're going to be like, all right, this is what you need to do.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. As opposed to wait until you get something.
Let's talk about that when you're done with all that stuff, because I'm curious about all this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see how you feel about it and if you think it was worth it
Mm-hmm.
and what you got after are they going to give you something that shows all the results, or is it going to go on your My Chart, or how's it going to work?
It goes on the My Chart. Yep. She already did it. She did it last year where the 15 or 14 tubes of blood and they put her on like the supplement plan, like, oh, you're a little low in vitamin D and all that stuff. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they look for everything. Wow. So I'll let you know though. Yeah. I'll give you the full detailed breakdown.
Yeah. Right on. Let's maybe do that. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It was cool. So that's a nice birthday gift. The gift of health.
Yeah.
Preventative health.
Yeah. I had one last note here. Our cleaning lady is here right now, cleaning the house. Rachel.
Oh yeah.
She's upstairs. And I put a note here, Rachel in the podcast, ? Oops, I was going to bring on, she's a single mom. She works like 3 jobs to make things, and we're going to talk about how tough it is out there to make ends meet when you're, trying to do that kind of stuff by yourself.
Yeah,
so
let's talk to her off air, see if she's interested.
Yeah.
We're in. Our first guest.
We can get her,
to Mark.
We can get her the next time. because I'm done with my list, and
Nice.
I think we're all good.
I think we need to talk about one more thing before we.
What do we got, dude?
Our subscribers
Oh, what do we do?
right now. From
2 months now. We've been into this 2 months.
2 months. I just edited episode 10. We are This is episode 11 that we're recording right now.
Okay.
11,439 subscribers.
Wow.
Wow. Fantastic.
Is that good, Eric?
That's amazing. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. That's awesome.
Okay.
Go into our views. Let's see our views in the last. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a lifetime because we've only been at this for not very long. 63,961 views so far, which is amazing. Just amazing.
Cool.
So awesome job, guys. Thanks. Keep watching.
Thanks, everybody. I mean, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, our episodes are getting, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. It's just growing.
Cool.
Yeah. Each episode.
Good man.
So, yeah. Thanks,
job.
guys.
I watched the last episode when it dropped on Thursday on my phone, and it was great.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the editing, the ideas that we had for our editing, we've been talking about it all the way through, and I can see them, being implemented.
Good.
It's wonderful.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Glad you like it.
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah. We're having a lot of fun doing this, if you can't tell.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys watching.
All right, Erica,
All right.
are we going to call it a day? Or
I think we're going to call it a day. You know what I got to say, though. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, click that bell to be notified of new
check out
episodes.
the thing at the bottom that's going to be on the thing right now. Right? You're going to love it.
Yep. I think that's right.
Yeah, that thing.
Yep. And every Thursday. We drop a new episode every Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thanks. Have a great day, everybody. See you next time around.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
Dude, if you're not going to be here next Saturday, we're going to have a little issue, right?
We're going to have a little issue next Saturday.
And then we're going to have a little issue next month when I'm gone for a Saturday.